In the far northwest of the continental United States is the city of Seattle. Surrounded by the natural beauty of Puget Sound, the Olympic and Cascade Mountains, it is a vacation destination for many world travelers. Good infrastructure, vibrant businesses, and a diverse population make it a wonderful, if not expensive, place to live, work, and play. It is a rich city in one of the richest countries in the world. Yet in most of Seattle's neighborhoods, like this one, there are homeless and hungry people living on the street and in bushes and parks. The Lake City neighborhood where Seattle Mennonite relocated is no exception.
The most visible thing that was happening is that people were beginning to camp outside the church became home for a growing number of people. It was like Tent City. It was full of people camping, and it's outdoors. We didn't want to tell them to go away.
Notice the apartment block just up above the parking lot here. The residents and tenants were up in arms because there was just so much going on here, and they were fighting and that kind of thing that made everybody on edge, and we had to have a big community meeting of these folks and just say, well, we're hoping that we can restore some of the harmony and work at stabilizing the homeless community, because there was just so much friction between tenants and the homeless community here.
Being across the street from that as a business, there were lots of things going on that were objectionable as a business and as individuals. I felt that there needed to be something done to open up some discussions.
So if you can kind of imagine, folks sleeping right out here, partying and drinking, that was part of it, hanging out in the back. I'll show you one of the spots that folks were sleeping, and so then causing some noise. So in the summertime, we had folks coming in this tucked away space here, and they'd set up their tent. Folks just go in all kinds of nooks and crannies, so you can kind of see, just to hide away and drink. This little space behind our church, you can imagine people standing there and gathering, and people were peeing in this spot, so it was really negative energy.
It's equally important to us that we are a collaborative community. This is something we do in partnership with people of other churches and non-church background, businesses and neighbors, because the solutions to homelessness are community-based.
One of the biggest reasons why when you're on the street and you're homeless, you don't go do things is you got to take all your belongings with you when you look homeless. That's how Stop, Drop and Roll began on Thursday, by opening 6 to 8 in the morning and having volunteer help here where people could come in, drop off things, get something to eat, get bus money, take the bus, go someplace to an appointment, come back in the evening 6 to 8, and then again get something to eat, hang out a while, get their belongings, and go off into the night. So that really began the ministry.
We have early morning and late evening drop-in hours. When it drops below freezing, we offer emergency cold weather shelter, and that's another volunteer opportunity. In my mind, we are building a neighborhood here, and we're building a community. To be homeless is to experience trauma, and the trauma of homelessness is that it impacts every decision of every aspect of your life that you have to make every day. Where are you going to go to the bathroom? Where are you going to get your next meal? How are you going to get a shower? Where are you going to get transportation? Where are you going to sleep? Are you going to be able to sleep in a protected way? How much of your stuff are you going to carry with you? Where are you going to store your stuff if you don't want to carry it with you? That is a trauma structure. That is what people are constantly facing every day. People here tell us that homelessness is a 24-hour job because it is unrelenting in you being on. You are always on and always having to make decisions. And so when we have a drop-in center here, what we are trying to do is offer a different structure which is counterintuitive or in contrast to the trauma structure of being on the street. So they can come here and they can anticipate and predict the availability of certain basic needs, that they no longer have to have that as being a question. that they're trying to wrestle with out there. They can come here and have a question resolved. They can anticipate it, they can plan for it, they can start to look ahead.
I don't know where I'd be right now if it wasn't for this. It's a big, big difference.
Before they were here, there wasn't nothing. There was no services, no nothing. We can come here and do laundry, we can cook. It just makes it all around better.
And we have a program, it's permanent supportive housing, and we've partnered with another agency called the Compass Center, and they are supporting our 3 folks that live in this house.
It was this grace of God that this came upon our way. So,
Well, what was it like before?
before, let me tell you, I wouldn't be able to sleep out here in the cold, you know,
But you did.
but I did.
Before it was sort of us versus them. I think that might be a good way to put it. And every time there has been some sort of, a problem develop, the church has been very good about moving people, talking to people, helping correct the situation. And we have a lot more businesses that are a lot more friendly towards the Mennonite church, I believe, and homelessness is an issue.
He found me in blackberry bushes one night, and I don't even remember it. That's how bad I was.
And here now you can pull yourself together where you can actually hold your head up high because you smell good and feel good, your clothes are clean, and you've eaten good, and people get along here because it's everybody's happier here.
If you get up and you have a good meal and you've had a good night's sleep, you can do what you're supposed to do because it makes a difference. And sure it does. Even homeless or not, I don't care. When I wasn't homeless, it still made a difference. So.
Hey, good to see you.